Next, we have our main sponsors for the evening, Shobha Developers, giving us a small presentation.
Hi, good evening all. My name is Bijoy. I work with Shobha as an AGM. First of all, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to Trace for having given us this opportunity to be associated with you all, and we look forward to continuing this association in the future also. Thank you. I'll assure you that I'll not bore you with an elaborate presentation. I'll wind this up maybe in about 10 minutes or so. The group Shobha was founded in the year 1976 by builder by Mr. PNC Menon, and currently the group is headed by his son, Mr. Ravi Menon. And we present across 26 cities and 13 states in the country. And what sets us apart among the realty sector is our constant endeavor to improve upon the project, and also to the attention to detail that we as a builder provide. As a brand, our reputation remains focused on delivering the best livable homes to one and all. Since inception, Shobha has completed over 135 residential projects, and we've also built up more than 100 million square feet of saleable area. And currently we have ongoing, in excess of 50 projects which are ongoing for us in different parts of the country. And we are currently running projects in about 11 cities. And we are also actively present in the Middle East area also. These are the few completed projects that we have in Kerala, currently in Thrissur, Chennai, Bangalore, and few of the completed contractual projects that we have. Primarily, most of the works for Infosys is done by Shobha, and we are also currently, on the contractual side, we are also currently associated with the development of Lulu Mall in Trivandrum. These are the few completed projects in the Middle East. I'm sure you will be able to connect with some other projects like the Dubai Marina, the IT Plaza, the Grand Mosque in Muscat. What sets us apart in the realty sector is a backward integration model that we have pioneered as a company. In fact, this is quite unique to us. We have ensured the backward integration model to ensure the complete hold over the quality of the projects that we deliver. We ensure that right from a project, right from conceptualization to execution and delivery is being done by Shobha trained employees. There is no outsourcing that we as a builder do. We are completely hands-on. This helps us to improve upon project after project, and also whenever we come into the next project, it helps us to complete whatever learning that we have had from the last project. And in Kerala, currently, this is a flagship project, the first project that we came out with in Kerala, Shobha City Thrissur. I'm sure you'll all be able to connect with Shobha City. And we have ongoing projects at Calicut, which is again on the apartment side named Rio Vista, and Bella and Costa, which is another villa project. And we have two projects which are going on in Kochi, which is Shobha Isle and Shobha Marina 1, which is the largest waterfront development and the most luxurious development project in Kerala currently. A brief snapshot about Marina is like this. It's being developed in about 16.7 acres of land with about 12 towers and 1,141 units. The configuration of the apartments range from 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom, and the sizes of the apartments would be from about 2,300 square feet to about 3,700 square feet. The uniqueness of the building, the project has been the maximum utilization of space, which has been given both inside the apartment as well as the outside the apartment. It also comes with a 47,000 square feet clubhouse. And this is the last development on Marine Drive. So as far as the project is concerned, the highlight is again a 5 acre of open space, which is again part of the project, giving the residents an unobstructed view of the water, as well as you also get a direct view of the most happening 5 acre of urban park. So residents do not just get the water view, you also have the lively view of the urban park. And almost all the conceivable luxury has been brought into the project, right from a 30-seater mini theater, a convenience store, a creche, a clinic, you name it, and every conceivable indoor sport has also been brought into it. Current status of the project, which is slated for the first handing over by 2021, it's on track and it's going. So these are a few of the images that we are of the project which is ongoing, and it's scheduled for completion by 2021, and it's on track. The second project that we have is at Shobha Isle, which is located at Vaitila. I mean, it's about being in the center of Kerala. Though currently Vaitila is a choke point with the transportational developments that's happening across Vaitila, this area would be one of the most sought after locations for any residential project in Kerala. This comes about less than a kilometer away from Vaitila Junction and about less than 5 minutes walk from the Thaikkuda metro station. This project would give you an accessibility both to the city and whenever you would want to move out of the city, it will give you an hassle-free exit from the city also. It's big, developed in about 4.7 acres of land with 4 towers and 384 units. The configuration of the apartments again consists of 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom units ranging from about 1,800 square feet to 3,100 square feet. The clubhouse again is would cover an area of about 17,000 square feet, and almost all the outdoor recreational activities have again brought into this project also. It would conceive both indoor as well as outdoor sports activities like a fishing bay, a jogging track, a kids play area, a lawn tennis court, a basketball court, and a volleyball court. It's been designed keeping in mind an openness of space wherein your 70% of the area is being earmarked for open space, and your building would occupy just 30% of the space. Though you are in Vaitila, this is the picturesque location where the project is coming up. It will give you a feeling of not being in the city. It would give you a complete feeling of being cut off from the madness of the city, a place you can always look forward to being in at the end of the day. Now my colleague, John, will take you through our projects in Thrissur, which is called Shobha Metropolis.
Hi, good evening. ബിജോയ് ശോഭനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് എല്ലാ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസും തന്നിരുന്നു. ഞാനിവിടെ പറയാൻ പോണത് നമ്മുടെ ഓൾറെഡി നമുക്കൊരു പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉണ്ട്, ശോഭ സിറ്റി തൃശ്ശൂർ. അത് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ ഐക്കോണിക് ലാൻഡ്മാർക്കാണ് തൃശ്ശൂരിൽ. അതിനുശേഷം നമ്മളൊരു അപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ് പ്രോജക്റ്റ് തുടങ്ങിയിരിക്കുന്നതാണ് ശോഭ മെട്രോപോളിസ്. ഇത് ആക്ച്വലി നമുക്ക് കുട്ടന്നൂരിലാണ്, ഈ ലൊക്കേഷനിലാണ് ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി വരുന്നത്. ഇത് ശോഭ സിറ്റിമാരുടെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതേമാരത്തെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി തന്നെയാണ്. പക്ഷേ മാൾ എവിടെയെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ജസ്റ്റ് 600 മീറ്റർ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഈ ബൈപ്പാസിൽ, കുട്ടന്നൂർ ബൈപ്പാസിൽ നമുക്കൊരു ഹൈലൈറ്റ് മാൾ വരുന്നുണ്ട്, ഹൈലൈറ്റ് ബിൽഡേഴ്സിൻ്റെ. ജസ്റ്റ് നമ്മുടെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസ് 600 മീറ്ററുള്ള ഈ ഹൈലൈറ്റ് മാളിലോട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ മാളെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ മാൾ അടുത്തുണ്ട്. ഇനി അമ്യൂണിറ്റീസ് എന്താണെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇതാണ് ലൊക്കേഷൻ. നമുക്ക് തൃശ്ശൂർ റൗണ്ട് എടുക്കാം. റൗണ്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ജസ്റ്റ് ജൂബിലി മിഷൻ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ നിന്ന് നേരെ ബൈപ്പാസിലോട്ട് പോണ റോഡ്, കുട്ടനല്ലൂർ ജംഗ്ഷനിലാണ് ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി വരുന്നത്, ശോഭ മെട്രോപോളിസ്. ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടിയുടെ ആക്ച്വൽ മീൻസ് നമ്മുടെ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റിക് വ്യൂ ആണ്. ലാൻഡ് ഏരിയ 8.5 acres, ടോട്ടൽ ടവേഴ്സ് 6 towers, സ്ട്രക്ചർ നമുക്ക് 24 floor അപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റാണ് വരുന്നത്. കാറ്റഗറി സെയിം ലൈക്ക് ശോഭ സിറ്റി, സൂപ്പർ ലക്ഷറി അപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ്. കംപ്ലീഷൻ ടെൻറ്റേറ്റീവ്ലി 2024. ഇപ്പം നമുക്ക് ഈ പ്രോജക്റ്റ് സ്റ്റേജ് എന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ പ്രീ ലോഞ്ച് ആണ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇയർ ആണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ആക്ച്വലി നമുക്ക് ടൈപ്പ് 3 bedroom and 4 bedroom ആണ് വരുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് പ്രൈസ് ഈസ് ഫാൻറ്റാസ്റ്റിക്. ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ മാർക്കറ്റ് സിനോറിയോ വെച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ പ്രൈസ് 3 bedroom വരുന്നത് 1.15, ഇൻക്ലൂസിങ് എവറിത്തിങ്, കാർ പാർക്കിംഗ്, ക്ലബ് മെമ്പർഷിപ്പ്, എവറിത്തിങ്. നോർമലി എല്ലാ ശോഭ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസിനും കൊടുക്കുന്ന മാതിരി തന്നെ നമ്മൾ എല്ലാ അമ്യൂണിറ്റീസും നമ്മൾ എല്ലാ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസിലും കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പോൾ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഓഫർ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ ഈ പ്രോജക്റ്റ് ഇവിടെ കൊടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ നല്ല സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഓഫർ എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ ഞങ്ങൾ ഇപ്പോൾ GST നിങ്ങളുടെ അലുമിനീസിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് സെപ്പറേറ്റ് നമ്മളൊരു അപ്രൂവൽ വാങ്ങിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. പ്രീ ലോഞ്ച് ഓഫർ കൂടാണ്ട് ഇതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ നമ്മൾ പ്ലസ് ഒരു 1 lakh rupees അഡീഷണൽ ഡിസ്കൗണ്ട് ഈ ഒരു പ്രീ ലോഞ്ച് സ്റ്റേജിൽ നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. താങ്ക് യു. ഇനി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും വൈ യു ആർ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റിംഗ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസ് ഇൻ കേരള. എന്തുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യണം? ഇത് റൈറ്റ് ടൈമാണോ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട്? എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്വറീസ് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ സ്റ്റോൾ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഓൾവേസ് യു ക്യാൻ ഈ നമ്പർ നോട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. ഐ വിൽ ബി ഹിയർ. I am staying in Business Bay, our office in Shobha Software, Business Bay. Thank you, JCT team giving a stage for presenting our property. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for the presentation. അടുത്തത് കേരള തനിമ വിളിച്ചോതുന്ന ആലായാൽ തറ വേണം എന്ന അവതാരണ ഗാനവുമായി 93 ബാച്ചിൽ നിന്നും 2 മലയാളി മംഗകൾ. Please welcome Raymol Nidhir and Ruby Manoj. A big round of applause. Come on, now you're going to see some dance. So next, we have a variety program. It's a talk by Mr. Premjit Narayan. Well, a journey through volcanic craters is what we will be seeing by this presentation. And he's a renowned astronomic photographer as well as writer. He also takes the role of Canon ambassador for the Kingdom of Bahrain. Let me welcome Mr. Premjit Narayan on stage to share a few words with us.
Good evening. Wait. The world is beautiful. We all get inspired by the beauty and the aesthetics around us. Photography for me is an eye to see, to appreciate, to imbibe the beauty, and it's a means of communicating with my inner spirit. It's not that I'm a great photographer, but the truth is that photography does something to my spirit. Start, please. Okay. Wait. Stop. Go back. Yeah. Okay. Wait, stop. Before this. Yeah, okay. So I'm an 86 pass out, mechanical engineering batch. I work for GE as the sales director for the Kingdom of Bahrain. Because of my varied interest in photography, Canon made me the ambassador for Bahrain. So I do test their equipments, I give reviews, and based on that, in a way, I make some business for them. So here, this year, there was a launch of this big lens of Canon, 400 mm. So I was trying that out in the Formula One in Bahrain, and then I made my recommendations, comments, and reviews. So that's my passion, photography, which I will talk more about. Yeah, please start. Yeah. So I indulge in sports photography, which involves mainly Formula One, fast-moving cars at the rate of 300 kilometers per hour. Then skiing, which I will come and detail that later. Then sailing. Then aerial photography. I charter planes, small planes, helicopters, and then I enjoy doing aerial photographies of important landmarks. Sorry about that. Okay, so aerial photography are covered. Then night photography. That's Aurora Borealis, which is Northern Lights, which I covered, which I'll be explaining later on. Then landscapes of important landmarks around the world. I travel far and wide, and I enjoy going out in the night and capturing the night shots. It can be Eiffel Tower or the Sydney Harbour Bridge, like that. Okay. So what I mean by adventure photography is that where there is more challenge and risk, it could be on your lives, like entering into the volcano, which again I will detail that, and capturing whales, chasing them in the Norwegian Sea, yeah, which again I will be detailing later on. Then I'm also into astrophotography. I have a big telescope at my home, and yeah, that's a telescope I have, so I can control that, and I can capture the far-off objects, galaxy, nebula, planets like Jupiter, Saturn. I've taken innumerable photographs of Saturn and the rings. Again, I will detail that later on. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. So that's my family, and both of my children are studying. They're outside. The eldest has just passed out from engineering and he's into a job in Chicago. The second guy is doing hotel management in Switzerland. And so that's my wife over there. You can just wave. Okay. Yeah. Music. That's my son. Yeah. So that's my elder son. He has been the Young Astronomy Photographer of the Year 4 times in a row, and that's a global competition organized by BBC and Royal Observatory, London. So he's into astronomy as well. So that's the Royal Observatory where his 5 photographs have been published by Collins, and he gets some revenue out of this based on the sale of the books. Yeah. Yeah, that's the 5 photographs talked about. Yeah. So there's a famous saying, you know, the world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. So we are into a lot of traveling. So myself and my family, and I take my children wherever I go. So that's in Iceland. So Canon do provide me a lot of equipments, and based on the kind of adventure I go, I take, or the kind of shots I want to capture, it can be the wide angle for landscape, and it can be the zoom for wildlife or sports photography like Formula One and skiing. Yeah. So I'll start with skiing. So minus 20 degrees, and when you carry something to the tune of 6 to 7 kilos, it's something, you know, you feel. Stop. Yeah. So this was a world championship in Switzerland, and it starts from the height of the Alps mountain, 2,700 meters. So I took a helicopter, went all the way up there, and then I started climbing down by the path of the skiing tracks. So I was able to capture some nice photographs. Yeah, please. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Go back. Can you go back slightly? Yeah, continue. Yeah, so I have to reach somewhere here, and this is the path of the skier. They travel at a speed of approximately 150 kilometers per hour, and they look so tiny. So you really have to have a nice equipment and do all kinds of settings to capture them in the right frame. Yeah, please. You see that guy jumping? And see the next photograph. See. Yeah. It has to be sharp, very clear. And this is sailing in Switzerland, south of Switzerland. So you see, in the condition, it was not at all comfortable. It was all rocky, bumpy, and then I have to see that I don't get a shaky image. So it's by the wide angle, and then to capture the actions, I have to use the long telelens, zoom lens. Yeah, so we went to, yeah, we can hold it. So to capture the aurora borealis, that is northern lights, you have to go near the Arctic Circle. So the Arctic Circle falls somewhere there, near the top of, you can go to Sweden, north of Sweden, Norway, or Helsinki, or Finland, or Iceland there. So we went to Helsinki, took a 2 hours flight, and went to the north part of Finland, close to the Arctic Ocean. Yeah. So, yeah, it was in winter, and the daytime was approximately 2 to 3 hours. So we had to do all the settings during the daytime. I mean, when I say daytime, it's only 1 to 2 hours. So once the settings are done, then you go hunt in the night, hours and hours, at -30 to -40 degrees. So you really have to be equipped with the right equipments, shoes. Yeah. That's my son. So we went far and wide. A ski ride. That's a lake bed, frozen. Yeah, that's the shot we captured. Okay. I mean, you can see all the stars, innumerable stars. See? Stop. Yeah. So there's no way you can capture the photograph of the aurora just like that. I mean, you can take a movie. There's no equipment which can take the movie of an aurora because it's a low light. So we took around 2,000 photographs, frames, then processed that, and in a time-lapse fashion, I did that, and then you can see the flow of the aurora. Yeah. It's called time-lapse photography. It's not, we were just lucky because on this day there was a huge solar storm hitting the earth. I mean, how the aurora happens is that the sun gives off charged particles, and if the earth comes in the path, then these supercharged particles, which travels at a speed of 2,000 kilometers per second, it hits the Earth, and it finds its way through the atmosphere to the north and the south poles of the Earth. Okay? Earth is just like a magnet. So when these charged particles collides with the oxygen and nitrogen molecules, it produces a light. So on this particular day, when we were there, there was a huge solar storm hitting the Earth. So the sky was full of them. We were just damn lucky. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to aerial photography. We thought of covering the important landmarks of Switzerland. So we started with a small plane from a small airport, okay? And we started at stages, 2,000 meters, 2,000, 3,000, and to 4,000, because at 4,000 you can see the Alps. So I was very particular that we cover the Alps, important landmarks there, and then come down. So within 3 hours, our temperature went up. I mean, the delta temperature was from 20 degrees to minus 25. So you can see a delta of 55 degrees. Yeah. Because he's a Swiss guy, he's used to all the cold, I think. So he's not bothered by the cold. That's Santis. That's Mython of Switzerland. That's the famous Jungfraujoch, the biggest waterfall of Europe. Again, Jungfraujoch Mountain, Rigi Mountain. Yeah, stop. So again, we thought of capturing something different. So it's not guaranteed that when you go into the waters that you will get a whale. So we took a charter flight all the way to the north of Iceland, then took a dinghy boat, rubber inflated, it's called RFB boat, then went deep inside in search of the whales. It was cold, very windy. I'm talking about minus 15, and it was not at all comfortable because it was jumpy. So you have to get the shake-free photograph. Yeah, please. That's the kind of boat we had at that time. It was like sitting on a horseback, so that you don't get overthrown so easily. So this video was taken by my second son, and yeah, that's a humpback whale which we sighted, approximately 15 meters. Then later on we saw a second one, 20 meters, very close. So I got a nice frame with that sailboat. That's a slow one. That's basically for the tourist. Yeah, we were almost 10 meters. Now let's come down to the Formula One photography, my favorite one, which involves more challenges. So basically, I use the zoom lenses of different kind, depending on the tracks, depending on the distance where I am to the tracks. Yeah, you can just feel the speed of the Formula One cars. So see the kind of capture I did. Stop, please. Yeah. See, I mean, I'm not just freezing the photograph. Okay. So what I do, I move it's called panning, a panning technique where I pan the lens, move the lens and the equipment along the path of the cars. So if the car moves fast, I have to be that much, same speed I have to move. But then there has to be compatibility with the distance. So it's an art basically which you can only get by experience. Yeah. Yeah, see. If you see, the tires are moving. That shows a sense of movement of the whole cars. And then the background is blurred. Yeah, please. Yeah, so let's go inside the volcano. In Iceland, there is a volcano. That's the only volcano in the whole world where you can go below the earth, go 400 feet down. It's a dormant volcano, by the way, but then nobody's guaranteeing that it won't erupt anytime. So you are at your own risk. They will say, well, it has not been there has been no eruption for the last 3,000 years, but then Iceland as such is a volcanic country. Because Iceland is located on the mid-Atlantic ridge, there is every chance that, there could be eruptions, unplanned. Yeah. We went in summer. In summer, it's just like the weather outside now. You can just go out in T-shirts. So we reached the capital. In winter, it will be totally different, okay? So we went, it was a half-an-hour drive to a place from where we had to walk for 50 minutes. So those are the lava-covered, mossy, stop please, yeah. So on the way, we found this ridge. So basically one portion is the Eurasian plate, other is the American plate. So basically you are stepping from one country to another. Yeah. It took us 50 minutes. That's the base camp, where they gave us all the equipment, the harnesses. Then there was this briefing before the entry into the volcano. Stop, yeah. So we were ushered to the entrance, and they briefed us about the safety aspects. Because if you do a small mistake, then you are basically falling down, nothing else. So you have to be careful when you step into the cage. You have to tie yourself down to the cage. Yeah, please. Yeah, that's the entrance. Go ahead. So we started going down. So it was a thin passage at the top. It was raining as well, so it was dripping. Yeah, stop. See, usually what happens is that when there is an eruption, the whole magma goes out, okay, and then the outer shell collapses. But this is the only volcano where the outer shell remained. So it formed a cavity inside. So it was like this, a small passage, vertical passage of around 20 meters, then it balloons up into a bigger area. Yeah. So we reached 400 feet down. Yeah, stop please. So when we reached down, the temperature dropped by approximately 10 degrees. So if it was 12 degrees, it was within 6 minutes, we found that we were really getting chilled, 2 degrees, sudden drop of 10 degrees. And not only that, we went prepared with all the tripods like these people are having, thinking that we could have a comfortable photography session inside. But no, I mean, it was a big surprise for us. The whole area was rocky, and it was difficult even for walking. And so the tripods were all useless. So we have to change our settings, increase ISO, and take the photograph. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the inside. So it's approximately three basketball grounds. So all the yellow colored things are from sulfur, the red from iron, the blue from copper. So it was looking as if, there was an eruption which had taken place a day before. It was a wonder thing. Yeah, stop. So that's where we reached. And you can see, you can easily take the Statue of Liberty inside. So that's the size of the cavity we are talking about. And we were given only half an hour to to capture the shots. So there was a global competition. We didn't know that. We got a lot of photographs. Then we were approached by them, and then we were told to provide them photographs. And my son was the winner, and the second winner was from US, and the third from Norway. Yeah. Go back. So volume because he's speaking. I think increase the volume.
It was a great challenge to take this photograph. We had to deal with the time limit, which was half an hour. And there was this huge temperature drop of 10 degrees. I took this photo in portrait mode so that I could capture the depth of the volcano and get as much of the walls of the magma chamber as possible. I came into photography because of one man. When I saw that man standing in the magma chamber, my fingers automatically clicked. And that man was none other than my father. I dedicate this award to him.
So that's me standing there. So frankly speaking, I didn't know that he was taking the photograph. So after coming home, when I saw the photograph, then I thought, okay, let him send it for the competition. Even I had sent some photographs for the competition, but I didn't qualify. So coming into astrophotography, I mean, I have a lot of upgrades on the telescope. It's not a big expensive equipment. I started with $2,500. Then I had to upgrade that. Now I can operate that with an iPhone. I can just tell that to direct to any planet, any object in the space. It will go and point out, and it will keep on tracking that. So I've taken some couple of photographs, basically eclipse photographs. Yeah, it's not a great deal. Then, stop. This is Saturn, located at 1.4 billion kilometers away. The Saturn rotates around the sun at a speed of approximately 10 kilometers per second. And 1.3 billion kilometers. So you have to have a wonderful tracking, because then I take a movie out of that, then I stack it. That's how I got this image. Yeah. That's Jupiter. 650 million kilometers away. And some of the publications, yeah, please. Yeah. So this is I was actually capturing the partial lunar eclipse when the moon was coming, and that portion on top is the shadow of the earth, okay? Shadow of the earth on the moon. So at that time, wait, go back. At that time, there was this big luxury liner which came in, and that made the photo frame very different. I mean, if it had been not there, you can imagine you will not feel the relative sizes. So BBC published that. So this was, I think, my 6th publication. Yeah. My Formula 1 in Canon, that's in BBC, that's Opera House. Yeah, wait. So 3 years back, Mercury came in between Sun and the Earth, and I was able to capture that. Because of the clouds, BBC thought it is worth publishing. So that's Mercury. Mercury orbits at a speed of 50 kilometers per second around the Sun. Yeah. That's the big moon, supermoon, sailing in Canon, volcano. Again, photo story in Canon. This science magazine from UK. This was published last month in Canon magazine. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for your patience. Yeah. I mean, if you have any questions, yeah, I'm open to that.
Any questions? Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir. It was a really eye-opening session. Can I please welcome Mr. Rafi Mohammed on stage to give memento to Premjit Narayan? Adanya. A round of applause, please.
Give him a round loud of applause, please.